Good morning. Happy Monday. It is so great to be back with you today. And today we're going to talk about one small shift that you can make that will help you to create more in your life to achieve your goals. And it is so critical and it's super easy to implement. And I'm going to share it with you right now. So all you need is a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or whatever it is that you want to enjoy on this Monday morning. Let's begin.
Integrative life coach Diane Altomare. It's good to have you to the show.
Author and life coach Diane Altomare.
So what is this one thing that can help you to achieve more with less frustration and more ease? Your expectations. So think about this. We want something, and so we set a goal and we put a date by when we want to have achieved that goal. But here's the question. How do we know when we're going to be able to achieve that goal? The reason that this is so critical is because what can happen is if we don't achieve that goal that we've set by that date, we may get discouraged, or maybe halfway to our goal date, we're not making a lot of progress. And so we start to hear that internal dialogue that says, what if I put in all this time and this doesn't work out? I'm not good enough, or I don't have what it takes, or nothing ever works out for me, or this isn't gonna work. And so what happens is we start to make it mean something about us that we haven't achieved our goal in the time that we set out for that goal to be achieved. But how do we know when we're going to get where we want to go? What is it that we're basing that on? Are we basing it on when we want to achieve that goal, or maybe need to have that goal achieved? Are we basing it on how long it took somebody else to create that same desired result? The reason this is so important is because most of us can relate to setting a goal and not achieving it. And if that happens often enough, we start to make it mean that we aren't going to be able to create what we want, and we lose confidence in our ability to do that. So whatever it is that you want to create, look at the date that you have set to achieve that by, whether that's 6 months from now or 12 months from now, and be willing to adjust your expectations so that ultimately you can create what you want and enjoy the journey along the way. And that you aren't making it mean anything about you if you're not getting where you want to go in the time frame that you've set out. You may need to extend your goal date, or maybe there is something that you need to look at, and there's a reason that you're not achieving what it is that you want. We've all heard those success stories of people who have failed over and over again, and they ultimately succeeded because they didn't quit. Remember, success might be right around the corner. It may take a month longer, 6 months longer, or maybe a year longer than you originally intended. But what's essential is that you stay committed to what it is that you want to create and adjust your expectations. And as I shared in our very first Motivational Monday coffee chat, focus on the actions that you're taking that are aligned with what you want to create and not the results. If you haven't seen that one yet, I'm going to put a link in the description below. It is super powerful and will help you on this journey to success. As always, I would love to hear what it is that you're committed to creating over the next 6 to 12 months. And if there's something specific that you're challenged with or struggling with, share it in the comments, and I may do one of our Motivational Monday coffee chats about that. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Monday.